Good afternoon, everyone, and a very happy lunchtime, Thursday lunchtime to you. I'm Erica from Career Matters, and today I want to share with you the whats and the whys of a career conversation so that you can make the most of them in your organization. I also want to share with you some of the business benefits for why career conversations should be integral to your development strategy this year. So let's start with what a career conversation is. Fundamentally, a career conversation is a structured series of questions that allows a coach and a coachee to align and give the coachee clarity on their next steps within their career. The ultimate result of this conversation is a structured career plan that the coachee themselves owns and moves forward. Now, the coach might be a manager and the coachee a direct report, but equally a coach could be either an internal or an external career coach, asking the questions and providing the structure. Career conversations have three fundamental components to them. The first is the open space, the time to be curious, to get to know the person, what they value, how they define success in their own career, what fulfillment looks like to them. The second part of the conversation is the opportunity to explore what's out there, as in how might they navigate and map their future within your organization? What kind of development opportunities exist that they could be making more of? And how could their current role or the activities of the business currently support them in their longer term career goals? The last part of a career conversation is focused on making a plan, a structured navigation for how a person could take steps towards achieving their career goals and aspirations within your organization. So why are career conversations so important? Well, first of all, the conversation in itself is an engagement tool. And engagement research tells us that even the most committed and engaged organizations often still get dinged when we talk to them about careers. So these conversations themselves offer an opportunity to form a positive relationship between employer and employee. They provide a chance for you to step away from the day-to-day work and to focus on the professional aspirations of this individual person. Now, this can feel strange for both them and for us as the coach, because careers advice was pretty bad at most schools and universities, and most people have never been asked what motivates them and what kind of experiences they want to have in their work. So not surprising that the conversation can feel unusual. But there are a lot of benefits to this conversation. It can improve retention, reduce churn, improve internal mobility and navigation in your organization, help you have better succession planning by better understanding what each individual defines as fulfillment and what their aspirations are within your organization. It also provides a better chance of helping minority talent and women to advance in the organization, giving them this bespoke care and attention and focus to really map their career future with you. It also makes sure that you spend the right time and the right money on the right development that's going to make the biggest difference. And these touch points of career coaching conversations allow you the insight to find out what your employees really value and need in their own career advancement. So today I want to share with you some of the key components of a career conversation to help you to make the most of them and get started in your organization. The first thing I want to talk to you about is preparation. It's absolutely critical that you take time in advance of the meeting to prepare your thinking and to look at what you want out of the conversation. After all, this is an engagement conversation. And so the care and attention and respect that you demonstrate through having given some thought to this individual and what success might look like for them, and indeed what some of the gaps are in your knowledge about them, shows that this is a level of energy and respect that you're bringing to the dialogue. Secondly, you yourself as the manager or the coachee might be feeling a bit nervous. You don't know where the conversation is going to go. You don't know what the other person's going to say. So having a chance to think through in a really structured way, what is it that we might want to discuss? What do I know about this person already? How do I think they want to progress in their career? And where are the gaps for me? those thoughts in advance can be extremely useful. Really just reflecting on what you know about the person, the things they're really good at, and the things they really seem to enjoy in their career can be very useful to you. You'll also want to make sure in your preparation that, of course, you've shared the purpose of the conversation and the sort of light level of structure around the conversation with your coachee in advance. Otherwise, you'll put a meeting in the diary and they may well fret about what that meeting is for, thereby undermining the purpose of the conversation. So make sure that you have informed them about what the structure and purpose of the conversation will be in advance. That allows them to prepare too. Now, my second career conversation guideline is to start by offering recognition. Whatever stage of our career, however senior we become, however new or experienced we are in an organization, all of us want to be recognized for what we bring and for the ways that we uniquely add value. Starting a conversation by demonstrating some authentic appreciation of who this person is and the things that they brought to the working environment can really set up a great tone to start the conversation. Now, you'll want to explain also that the career conversation is dedicated, set aside time that's all about understanding what makes them tick at work, to better understand what they want out of work, and to see how the organization, therefore, can marry up the exciting opportunities that exist in your business with their professional aspirations. And you'll want to manage some expectations also by explaining that not everything is going to be in your power to grant immediately, but what you want to do is to be a support, a sounding board, and a champion for this individual and for their career aspirations in your organization. Third point, let's talk a little bit now about the discussion itself, the discussion you're going to have. Now, the most important component of this is to really be open and to listen. Some of the best questions to begin the conversation are really open, exploratory questions, curious questions that allow the other person to be able to hear themselves think. So some good openers might include things like, what do you most enjoy about the work that you're doing right now? Or what does success mean for you in your work and life? Or tell me a bit about your ideal working day or working week. These kinds of development questions help the listener to understand what success means to the person opposite you. And the interesting thing is that each of your coachees, each of your direct reports, all of us, we all define success differently. And to get the most out of your coachee, you need to understand what matters to them so that you can find strategically valuable work that gives them the opportunity to hone their skills and head towards the career goals that mean the most to them as an individual. Ways to find out what the future might look like for them are questions such as, what does the future ideally hold for you? Or do you have any specific career goals in mind? Or is there a direction that you hope that your career is going to take within our organization? These questions help you to both define and then map success alongside them. It makes it simpler then for you to create a development path, to find stretch projects, and for the individual to take ownership of a career goal and a structured plan. Both of these things will help you to be more productive. They will focus better on the role that they're in because they can see how that aligns with their career aspirations. And once we, as managers and development professionals, understand how their ultimate goals might line up with their current work, then we can become much more focused, productive, and motivated on both sides. So, the last question you want to ask is, how can we help you to achieve those goals? I hope this has been an helpful introduction to the structure that career conversations can take. You can visit my website, ericasosna.com/free-career-tips to find more career tips. Or you might like to check out my blog post at ericasosna.com. It's called How to Have a Career Conversation with Your Boss. Hope you've enjoyed today. I look forward to answering your questions and to speaking to you again soon. Bye.